Hello ladies and gents, I'm DDK, welcome to my channel. This is the QuakeLive Plays series and this is episode 13. This is a community episode, so that means I took a demo from one of our community members. This time it's qwih, I'm pretty sure that's how you say his name, and we're just going to analyze it. So usually we do focus on top level, but this time, as it's the community episodes, and you can, if you submit demos to me, if you just tweet at me, or if you use my Faceit email d.capaldi@faceit.com, then you can tweet some demos to me, and every week I'll try my best, my utmost to do one community plays episode. So let's get this going, shall we? So let's just load up the demo. My Wolfcam demo's here. Boom. All right. So let's just jump straight into this. Bum bum bum, ba-da-dum ba-dum. Here we go. So we got qwih and we got Lost World. So let's see what is going on. Okay, so qwih gets the spawn for the rocket, and the decision is between the red and the mega. The idea about the rocket spawn is you go to the rocket and you stop for a second, you listen, and you see what is going on. Here, qwih got the information just as he was dropping to the mid-level that his opponent was on the mega. So this is fine. What you want to do now is it's a race to the, you get the big item, so you get the red, you let him have the mega, and it's a race to the LG, which the guy with the rocket launcher should win every time. Bit of time wasted here, that's like a couple seconds cut off, and here you'd want to see one rocket jump up, and then a second rocket jump up to the yellow LG, and then you got LG, and you can push him away from it, because let's not forget he has no rockets as well, so you can absolutely dominate the weapon battle. So actually qwih, in theory, if he does these moves, is very far ahead, I would say. Well, not very far ahead, but he's definitely got quite the edge. But instead we see a move towards this mid-level here, and then a rocket jump to intercept him as he goes for the rocket launcher. Let's imagine for a second that qwih went for the very fast rocket jump from red to mid-level, and then quick little rocket jump up to the yellow. You've removed maybe 50, like you gain the health back with the bubbles that you lose for the rocket jumps, and you get the yellow. So you kind of just, all you really do is just remove the yellow because you've used up that armor in the rocket jumps. But you do win the LG, and qwih would actually already be coming out of the corridor onto this big upper level on the right here. So qwih would have a fight in theory with the LG, and there is no LG for Exa. He would just die if qwih went for that off the start spawn. But instead he pushes. This is like a bad position to be in, because if we think about it, okay, where can Exa go? He can go to the LG quite easily. If qwih is on the kind of LG side to the right of the screen up there, then Exa can't go anywhere that has something useful for him. So that is another consideration as well, is that Exa needed the weapons and so on. So there you go, I think I explained that pretty well. So it looks like the fight goes really badly for qwih as well. So let's just see how this goes. qwih taking a lot of damage, and okay, he's trying to put some pressure on red. So this is fine to do. This is really about, still, I just want to note that no one has LGs, which is kind of weird this far into Lost World. A little unusual, not unheard of, but a little unusual. But we want to get one of the two big items here and apply pressure. So let's see. You need to have a good read on what your opponent's going for. So you can see that Exa, qwih knows that Exa was on the red armor, and he actually managed to kill him before he got the red. So that's actually very lucky, and it's a good decision to go for the mega here. But the problem is that the rockets were missed. That should be, in theory, a pretty easy fight. So theoretically, going for the mega there is correct, because you should be able to get the kill, and then the red is for free anyway. So now we're in a situation where things are just going a little bit like qwih is kind of burning stack in weird spots here, and let's ignore that though. He does get himself on the LG in the end. So if we look at the time, and we know that the mega is coming up very, 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 very soon, and red as well should be up not so far in the distant future, next 10 seconds or so. So qwih right now is this is the right move. Try and pressure here, and again 2 directs there, so that's pretty sick, and even gets the mega. So this is fine. Take the kill and then get yourself on the red. And then what I would do is rocket jump up, get yourself on the LG yellow. This is fine as well. I don't know what that is though. And that should have been a kill right there. That or if not a kill, getting your opponent really low, forcing him to go for health into a safe area, which means he has to be at the LG yellow and there can be nowhere else he's able to go, which means that you can steal away the shards and so on. So unfortunately, qwih actually somehow came out very behind in that fight, and you can see now he's kind of locked out of the central area of the map, because if you have less than your opponent's stack, as much as qwih has less than his opponent's stack, then you cannot challenge LG on central area, the central open area. So qwih has the bearing of his opponent on the mega. So now, this is the right call. Just, work your way. You got positioning on red, get that. Now this is all about getting out without taking damage. Okay, not much taken. Oh, but his opponent is going to go for the attack. So qwih does manage to escape. So it's actually like quite a nice play from Exa to do so much damage. And I can't fault qwih too heavily there. So qwih now picks up the LG. And let's talk about objectives here. When we're out of control in this map, the main objective is to get yourself on the mega. This is the fundamental strategy here. The reason that it works is because of this theory. So when we're talking about fighting with a stack that's worse than your opponent, that doesn't work when you have a fight assuming even aim, which is what typically you assume. You assume that your aim is somewhat even to your opponent, within a percentage or 2 or 3. So LG does not work. So that means you have to avoid the open areas of the map. So that kind of removes the ability to easily get in a spot where you can take the red without taking damage. However, so then that leaves only the mega basically, because if you're at the mega, what do you have? You have tight corridors. That is rocket play 101. Rockets are really strong in tight corridors. You can lock them down really easily if you can hear where your opponent's coming from. The fight should go a lot better for you. You should be able to place rockets a lot better. It can even out the stack if you hit the first rocket, and you can even maybe wiggle yourself up onto the mega mid-fight, which will then give you a potential fight/control winning advantage moving forwards. So that's usually what the strategy is aimed towards. It's aimed towards getting 100, 150, maybe more armor from the yellows and the shards, getting a mega time, and then finding the spot when your opponent allows you to move out on the map. And here, this is really unfortunate that his opponent just was propelling himself in there. I didn't hear that, so I'm not sure how easy that would have been to avoid. But qwih picks up the yellow armor, and now you got to think, okay, I just heard my opponent picking up the shards. Going for this rocket launcher, knowing my opponent has just gone, like I think a couple seconds ago, was at the shards, has control, he's likely going to be on the center map. This could be very fatal here, because you can get caught on that rocket spot and you can just die because of the LG versus no LG, no armor advantage for him. So what I would actually have done to be really safe is to go straight down on the right there. You see the little arch there that goes towards the LG. I would go straight there, so as not to get caught and to preserve the stack. And there his opponent actually went down and dropped down, and this gives qwih the opportunity to actually get the red. So really nice there, because able to steal that red, but he gets trapped down in the red again. This is a really bad spot, because he lost so much armor. He managed to get out there without taking too much damage, and here we have a spot now where Mega should be around 305, I think, and so that's far away. qwih has a lot of options here. We have to remember that 1, he has the lead. 2, survival is king as a principle on this map. So one option, considering that the Mega is 10, 15 seconds on the outside away, an option is actually just hang around here and just kind of try to listen, not give any cues away to what your position is, and try to get that time on the Mega, or maybe see if he makes a mistake and leaves it up for some reason. Okay, nice. Got himself on the yellow, which is a better option than just waiting for the Mega. And Mega's now. So qwih's over at the LG. So this is basically a trade of having some position around Mega to maybe do some damage, maybe even steal it if your opponent makes a mistake. And it's a more solid play to get the LG, so I do like that. And got position on center map. So Not sure what that skipping of the mouse is there. Got to get that sorted out, qwih. So this is really nice because this is one of those spots where the guy has to walk upstairs into your LG. So this should, in theory, be a lot of damage on your behalf. But kind of playing a little bit scared there. What you can do is you can take the fight with the LG, and as they're walking up the stairs, just like dodge your way. Like you want to be constantly dodging, but dodge kind of towards this corridor here so that you can get out the fight if you need to. Because these are spots where Cypher finds loads of damage because he knows that he can survive and deal twice as much damage as his opponent and then get a yellow, then still have like worse stack but be able to attack quickly enough afterwards on a big item that he can just cause a lot of trouble for his opponent and sometimes just get back in control like that. And this is pretty bad. His opponent just kind of runs at him. I think that could have been avoided there had qwih realized. That was all about positioning, basically. Your opponent's charging for you, leaving. Like if we wanted to, if I can just rewind here, I'll just go back a bit. Alright, let's play this again. So okay, so opponent's shooting rockets. Okay, what do we know? We're looking at the timer, 3:28. Mega's likely to spawn between probably around 3:40ish. So what qwih has here is the ability to drop. I mean, I would drop and go to the Mega and basically just hope that it's up or try to defend it. If not, use the corridors to my advantage. I still have the rockets. I still have a way to escape. I still lost no armor. So there's still lots of options there, and you can maybe even steal a Mega out of it. Because X is going for a frag at a point where a big item could be spawning. So let's see how this goes. And you can see there's a bit of like we didn't really know that. Like again, let's just go back again. Okay, opponent's charging it. You know you're gonna die if the fight happens. This should be just dropping straight down there. Like none of this taking the shards business and waiting to shoot a rocket. Just got to get straight down there and get the hell out of there. You just don't even want to take any damage. You do not want to do that. So spawning the rocket can apply some pressure. That's fine. That is fine. Did we hear a Mega there? Just want to go back. Did we hear a Mega? Yeah, we heard a Mega at 3:47. So that's really, really good information there. That's something that we absolutely had to be listening out for. That means that we're going to have 47. Yeah, okay. So we have a really good opportunity for qwih now because he's got some armor. Still got some armor. Oh, dear. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad. Let's look at this again. Opponent going up to the jump pad. Going for the rocket. Hear the jump. This is really bad because, again, getting caught out in a spot. Like you can hear the hum. He's already pulled out the LG. And this can really be a lot of damage for you. You want to drop onto the mid-level straight away in a situation like this because I mean, if qwih stays up here, you're going to see the kind of damage that can be done from EXO with the LG, and you want to cut off those angles for the LG and just avoid that because that's a really, really good fight for him. You cannot return this damage. Like here we go, LG, so much damage done. I mean, it wasn't okay. Almost killed him. So that's really bad, and now you're forced into this spot, and qwih manages to kind of double back his way out there, which is really nice. But the problem is that the strategy, the eternal goal of the out of control player is to build up to that 150 armor stack, and that's really, really difficult now for qwih because everything was just taken. And does his opponent make a mistake here, losing position? qwih sneaking around, it's good. All right, so I'll just silence that. Okay, so qwih spots the guy dropping for red, and that's a good position there to try to deal damage. Again, strategy, just try to preserve armor. Get information. Okay, there's some more information. Heard the sound. His opponent, I think, took the rocket launcher above him and did a jump. So that jump was going to the left, so he likely is jumping towards that corridor. This does allow qwih to move out here very slowly. And just keep walking, and don't give away any sounds. There, pulled out the weapon a little bit too... I mean, had you seen the back straight away, you don't want to pull out anything there. And gave away the position. And this guy actually really, really kind of well-played aggression, to be honest, from EXO, just going for that. I really like that. And qwih are forced to defend off the spawn. It's pretty hard. Got to get out of there. And this is tough. Your opponent should know exactly where you are. So again, just go on the reads, try to avoid your opponent. And it's all about just, yeah, you just got to get out of there just as quickly as possible. And again, I mean, let's look at this again. These are really, really small things here. But this is about survival. Okay, it takes a little bit of damage here. Okay, how do you get out of this situation the quickest? So again, the objective here, don't take damage. The best way to not take damage right now, if your opponent chases you, is to go straight for that corridor we can see on the right. Look at just straight up, just charge that corner down as efficiently as possible. Let's see how it goes. Turning around, shooting a rocket, and if I can, let's see, can I turn around here? No. Okay, I don't have the bind. But basically, what I wanted to show is that you can see that the movement here, like the LG pushes him against this wall, like the line wasn't quite correct into the doorway here. So now it gets a little bit stuck, takes more damage, and the opponent's really close to you now because you lost time, and you go down. So it's all about just, okay, double pummel there. I do not agree with that. You're in a tied game situation. You're going for, you're dropping. I mean, even if you get like 3 pummels, you're gonna die. Like, you're going to die, and you're going to lose the lead, more importantly. So I don't really agree with that. And 100 damage, and you do die. And armor and health is so prominent on this map that, you know, 100 damage doesn't always mean a lot. Going for a commitment here off the double pummel is okay as an adjustment to try to make that play mean something. And got some good damage there, and the opponent didn't do anything. And actually, okay, gets the kill. So that's, again, it was a commitment based off of a play that I didn't like, and that kind of made it okay, but I would never recommend that. Okay, so you kill your opponent, you got the LG advantage, you're going to have the rocket advantage very, very soon, and what do we do here? We're thinking about just locking your opponent in and maintaining the items, and you want to get an established cycle in the items. Now this is I don't think I agree with going this far in, because everything's spawning behind here. So if in the quite likely scenario that your opponent goes low, you get really screwed over here, because he's going to get something in a situation where you can avoid him getting anything, because all he's going to have is an LG. So let's see what happens. Okay, and that is exactly what happened. The opponent went low, lost the 50-50, I guess. Or actually, it's probably not a 50-50. It's much better to go that way. So now qwih's missed out on a big item, and he's going to take a lot of damage to the LG on the tele exit there. Again, just taking damage in spots that are not good. That's really bad. Because now it puts you, like, if we imagine that he didn't take that damage, he's got 100 armor now, and, you know, can make a play on the map more comfortably. Now it's kind of a situation where you just have to avoid taking damage again, because you cannot fight. You cannot trade the damage well, because if you try to trade it well, you're likely to die. And then he'll have the ability to try to stack up again. So got ourselves another red armor. Goes for the push on the mega. And let's just go back again. Okay, so we're going to steal this red armor. This is great. Okay. Losing a lot. That's really unfortunate to lose so much armor there. Had we got away without taking splash damage there, and that is a practice thing, we're looking at, you know, 120 armor or something, and making the play on the mega is totally fine. However, if you go for the mega right now, your opponent is committed. It should be committed on that, so, and it's very likely that you're going to die. Look how much time, and if we look at how much time is left, it's 3 minutes. It's a tied game. If qwih falls back, it's very, very likely he's going to be able to get himself onto a yellow in shards. So there's a guaranteed 75 armor-ish for qwih if he falls back right now onto the jump pad. And you have all the weapons as well, so, and a tied game. So I personally here would not go for this mega, just because it's a risk, and I would accept that I'm playing out of control and just keep what I have, because I feel like, again, like, the risk is worth it if you've got like 100 or more armor here, but that's not the case. We can see that Exit just jumped straight in here, and it is a big gamble, honestly. And now qwih, no weapons, starting from scratch, and through the teleport, and his opponent was there, goes for the shotgun. Now this is a choice I'm not sure about, whether it's better just to go for. It's quite funny to actually see the opponent there. Let's look at that again, because you're gonna. I missed it. Anyway, it's a quite interesting one. Like, do you go for the shotgun and then the rocket, or do you go the other way? I think the argument is much stronger that you should go the other way, because if you go shotgun, the only thing you can really get, like, he knows you're going to go there, and there's only two ways you can go after that. You can either go high or you can go low again. So the issue really there is that basically he can just rocket jump up and just sit there with LG, and then what do you do? Like, you're wasting a lot of time. He can cut you off. It's very easy for him. So I feel like even though it's tough on the weapons for a little bit longer, I think it's much better to go to left here to the jump pad. That way he cannot deny you some armor. He cannot deny you probably a weapon, and he can deny you the LG, but to do that he's gonna potentially hurt his positioning if he commits to it really hard. Like, you will get the LG if you're patient enough, basically. At least that's what I would expect. So here we go. Now I'm finally getting myself up to the shards. You can see here's the yellow, here's the LG. So luckily didn't take much damage from that situation, and going the right way up the jump pad there, which is good. And now we have, okay, so now we see our opponent taking the mega health. So this is really a tough case, because again, you don't have enough armor to really fight here. If the red is up for a steal, that's great. Steal it and get out there, don't take damage. Gonna make the play on this red armor. So this is really hard without rockets, because you can't escape with rockets, and you're putting yourself to a situation again where you're going to have a fight, and it's usually going to go really badly for you. So the fact that we died earlier, lost that rocket launcher, kind of made it very difficult because if we look at that situation, it's awesome. We've got a decent amount of stack, got an LG and everything, and we can make a great play onto the red, get a good even stack, but wait, there's no rocket, so there's no actual way to get out of there. If your opponent wants to fight you, he is fighting you, and you can't do anything about it. So, and that's just because there's no rocket. And I really just want to illustrate that the importance there of that, having all those weapons, and how easy it is to deny one of the weapons, one of the major ones on this map. So pretty nice that qwih gets a kill there. And now trying to pressure from below and missing out on both items here. Initially, can we get full back onto the red? Okay, we get ourselves a red. Alright. So now, okay, that rocket jump is great. That's fine. Bit of pressure, bit of damage. Unfortunate there's no rockets here for qwih, but we can fall back onto the rockets. It's okay. Okay, now what are we thinking? Next yellow, then red, then mega. So that's the next goal. Next bit of goals here. Don't want to. Okay, this is bad. This is bad. This is bad. Okay, so let's look at this again. So we're going in. Okay, if we go for a fight here, there is a very, very high chance you're going to get hit with a nasty rocket here. This is entering a fight from a bad angle. It's very easy for Exit to think all I have to do is place one rocket, like right on that corner where qwih's about to move there. He placed it there. Like, there is no other place he's going to put a rocket. You're basically moving into a very predictable spot for him to spam, making it his life very easy, and that is a very consistent shot for him. So now what happens? Okay, you do get some return damage, but look at this positioning. Again, rockets are very easily hittable onto you at this point. And the thing is that this is a spot where you don't need to fight either. Like, you don't need to risk everything on a fight. Looking at a one frag scoreline with a situation where you have all the weapons, you have decent positioning, you could get the yellow, you had the ability to actually have position on red too. So now we have a very bad fight, lost all the armor on 15 health, and qwih goes for a self kill, I think on purpose to spawn something. But yeah, so picking up the rocket off the spawn and getting yourself onto that red, that was really, really lucky, gotta say. That's a really nice result. That doesn't quite tie up the game, but it does get us onto the LG. So I do like that rocket jump. Getting all the weapons, really important. Good to go for the chase here. The guy's obviously really low, and the mega was up. That's a no-brainer. And here we've got two options. We can just go back for the red, or you can pressure here. And if we think about it, the other yellow on the other side of the map should be up right now, as well as the red. This yellow was just taken. He will get that. It's inevitable. He will get that LG unless you commit. And if you commit around these corners, he has the opportunity, if there is a slight mistake or if he guesses right, to actually get out of this spot. And this kind of spot where you have position on every single item because you can get there first means that you can get really strong control. So this is a really good spot for qwih. I would like to see him just going for the items right now. There's not too much you can do here. You can get a kill, but let's just remember what just happened. What I just mentioned. He had a situation where you got a tie game, and you can have full control. Versus now he has the lead, no armor. He's given his opponent a chance in the game now because he's just spawned his opponent on the other side of the map where other stuff is up, and I definitely think there is a strong argument for both moves. I don't think there is a right answer in this spot, but for me, I like the idea of just getting the items because I feel like that's I can control more variables that way. Gonna get himself onto the red armor, and here we go onto the yellow as well. So actually, he's got pretty lucky with the way that his opponent spawned, and able to get both items. So qwih gonna actually try to bait this item, which is I guess fine, but if we look at the fact that he got kind of lucky there, you just want to get straight out onto the map and just find your opponent and kill him with this little time left, because you have an advantage. You might as well just go for it. He actually has nothing. He actually has nothing. Like that is the awesome thing. So here we go. He literally had the starting stack. Boom, he's dead. So there you go, guys. That was. I didn't really use that scene very much. Either way, I hope you enjoyed that community episode of QuakeLive Plays. I hope it was valuable in some way. I think I did make one call I wasn't happy with about I think waiting for Mega when there was a yellow up, but yeah, I wasn't timing that because I'm stupid. Oops, it does happen. Definitely. So yeah, in that one spot, I definitely say yeah, don't wait for the Mega, especially considering what we knew. Other than that, I think it went pretty well. So let me know if there's anything you want me to change, any constructive criticism. Remember, you can send demos with some descriptions and stuff over to my Faceit mail, d.kapadia@faceit.com, and I will try to do one of these QuakeLive community plays every week, at least one per week. I'd hope to do. So let's see if I can keep up with that. I'm actually adding more and more content to my channel all the time, so things are getting more and more busy. I'm trying to just power through. So yeah, thanks very much, guys, for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.